Hello and welcome to In the Gutter. I'm NJ Sullivan and this is my personal vlog. So it might not make any sense. Let's be honest, I'm probably going to babble a lot. Anyway, I thought in this first episode I should introduce myself. I am NJ Sullivan, but you can call me Nick. And I am a best-selling science fiction author. I also write supernatural noir, I write mysteries, I write some fantasy stuff, I guess you could say, and adventure stories. I am also an audio storyteller, or as I like to say, a storyteller, an audio producer, and a podcaster. And now I guess vlogger, too. Anywho, this is just going to be my personal vlog. So in this first one, I'm just going to talk about myself a little bit and kind of what I do and a little overview of how I do it. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this or, at least find it interesting. So, what I'm doing today, let's start with that. Solosea Crane and I have a little bit of an allergy thing going on, so forgive me for the clearing the throat and everything else that's going to be going on. Solosea Crane and I have a podcast together called Punks in the Library, where we talk about writing stuff and indie author stuff and all that kind of thing. And we are planning on recording 2 to 3 episodes of that tonight. Now, we're going to be putting them up as videos on this YouTube channel, which means that I need to create an opening credits section and a closing credits section for that video, or those videos. So I'm working on that today. I am also working on creating an opening credits section and a closed credits section for these videos, and for Solosea's personal vlog that she will be doing probably not as often as I will, but fairly often. And we will also be doing a company vlog that we haven't actually scheduled how often we'll be releasing that one. So I have to create opening and closing and project files for all of those in DaVinci Resolve. That's one thing that's on my list for this afternoon. By the way, it's Saturday, in case you guys were unsure. The other thing I'm doing is I'm working on Old Bob, which is my science fiction series. The podcast is actually called Old Bob. Feel free to look it up. It's actually funny. I quite enjoy writing it, but we'll get to that in a minute. Old Bob is approximately 30 minutes. Each episode is going to be approximately 30 minutes. That means that each of my scripts have to be roughly 3,500 words based on experience. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes they run longer than 30 minutes, sometimes they're shorter. But 3,500 words is kind of my guideline for each episode. Each episode is 30 minutes, 2 episodes a month, 15 episodes per season. That means 7.5 hours of finished audio, roughly. I can't do the math on the words. Somebody else I'm sure can. But that means a hell of a lot of work for me. And I try to write ahead and record ahead, but right now I am actually behind, which means a hell of a lot of work very quickly for me. Now, the way I write these episodes is I write a synopsis just on a 4x5 card or 3x5 card, and then I do a basic plot summary, a little bit more involved than the synopsis, and then I write scenes, and then I write the script from the scenes. I do a lot of this with voice to text because I have some hand issues, but also it allows me to work places where I don't have a computer handy. If I have my phone, I can do voice to text. Anyway, that's the process of writing. Then I go in and record each episode. And the recording process, takes however long it takes. Sometimes I can get it done in a day, sometimes it takes more than that. And then I go in, I do audio editing, I do mastering, I do correction if there's background noise, I add effects. Some of the characters may be on a radio, they may be, an AI that sounds like a computer voice. So I have to go in and add all the effects to make those fit. Then I add background sound and try and make that match the actual audio. If we have a tense moment, I need tenser background sound. There's a lot of tricks and stuff that go into that, but that's not for this video, that's for another video. Anywho, I go through and do all of that, and that process takes about a week, which means to do a full season, just recording is about 15 weeks work on top of the writing, which can take a week in and of itself. Once I have the story developed, to actually write and edit the script can take about a week. And I am currently behind. I don't know if I said that already in this video, but I'm currently behind, and I do not like being behind. So I've got a lot of work to do to catch up. And I don't like working quickly, because working quickly, you make mistakes. You go back and listen to it and going, oh, I should have done that differently. And I don't like that. So I like to be ahead. So I'm working very hard right now to try and get ahead. So that's the process. I can go into more detail in videos down the line on that, like each step of it, if anybody is interested. Or even if you're not interested, I've got to make content. Anyway. So I spent a little under 30 years as a writer, working in print. And it took until I was, pushing 40 to realize that I had gotten to the top of that particular ladder and realized it was leaning against the wrong wall. I love telling stories. I love being a storyteller. I love listening to stories. I grew up listening to radio dramas. The Phantom, The Shadow, The War of the Worlds, The Lone Ranger. I listened to all of them. We had tapes of them, and then later on we had CDs of them in the house. And I loved that style of storytelling. And I've gone to some storytelling events, live storytelling events, and I just love hearing stories, and I love telling stories. And it was a huge jump for me. I've talked about it on an episode of Punks in the Library. It was a huge and scary jump for me to say, I am going to be a storyteller, and I am going to focus on this aspect of it. This is the wall I want my ladder leaning against. So, I love what I do, and I want to share it with you guys, and I want to share, where the story ideas come from, and all the, fun stuff that's exciting to me about playing with the audio and kind of the psychology of it really blows my mind. By the way, now I've gone into a section of this video where I'm telling you my motivations. Maybe I'll have an edit in there somewhere, but I just really enjoy that. Oh, wind's picking up. It's going to start blowing papers around on my desk. That's going to be fun. Oh, also, this won't always be me sitting here at my desk. I will do videos out and about. I will, if I can, show you guys stuff that I'm working on the computer and kind of in process things. But I take great joy in sharing stories in this medium, in this format. I absolutely love it. I can't believe it took me this long to realize it. And now the technology exists where I can sit in the spare bedroom of my townhouse, which is what the office is. Lantern Audio Works is run out of the spare bedroom of a townhouse. And I can produce professional quality audio stories from a consumer computer. And that is just amazing to me. I can put them out there into the world where anybody who wants to hear them will have access. Everybody in the world has access to my stories if they want to hear them. That didn't exist. I mean, it may have existed 10 years ago, but just barely. It's so incredible to me. And it's so exciting. And I want to take you guys on that journey of how I do it and why I do it and share my joy in doing it with you. I'm very excited to share this with you. And I do plan on getting a better mic for Pinky here. My camera's name is Pinky. And, you know, hopefully we'll have some better audio in the next one. Yeah, that wind is really blowing out there. I'm wondering if we have a storm front coming in. But I really want to share this journey with you. Like, everything that I'm doing and how and why, and share my excitement, share the thing that I love with you guys. And I'm going to actually be doing some behind the scenes video of me actually recording, so you can kind of see a bit of that process too, but that's not for this video. This video is already running long because I babble a lot. Anywho, I hope you guys want to come along and join me on this, and I hope you guys enjoy the journey. And if I'm going to show you a different angle of this office, I'm going to have to clean it, quite frankly, because we got two people working in here, and whew, it gets bad quick. It's a small space. Anywho, I will be back with another video in hopefully a couple days if I manage to stick to the schedule on this. But I have a lot of work to do writing episodes of Old Bob, and then I have to write a whole season of Brimstone, and then I have to record Old Bob, and then I have to record Brimstone, and I have to do these and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'll keep you informed on that as it goes. Anywho, how many times have I said anywho in this video? Anybody keeping count? But I will be back soon with another video, and I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me, and I hope it inspires some of you to go out and try it yourself if you have any inclination, because I love being a storyteller. It is so much fun for me. It's very similar to being a musician in a lot of ways, honestly. I used to be a musician. I played music semi-professionally and professionally for a while. And this process is very much like the studio process, in my mind, of being an indie musician. So, at least the way I do it, it seems very similar to me. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, which is crazy, because I almost never run out of things to say. You'll figure that out pretty soon. And Punks in the Library, new episodes coming. Old Bob, new episodes coming. And more videos coming soon. I'll talk to you guys later.